is because of your rebellious and disobedient. You, the church, you can't continue to tell God no. Every time somebody asks you to do something in the church, no, I don't want to do that. No. Baby, all you're doing is blocking your blessings. Stop it. In order for Mount Gilead to get to the next dimension, I ain't talking about the next level. I'm talking about the next dimension. Everybody got to do their part.
Amen. That's right. That's right. Amen.
I see they do not despair, son. I got to leave y'all now. I ain't going to get to all of the points. So don't worry about me trying to get to all of them.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
But I want to get to the last one.
Go ahead, Reverend.
Because, brothers and sisters, one of the things you're going to discover in this second one is when you are on the verge of new birth,
amen,
you won't be satisfied with stuff alone.
Amen.
Amen. Gosh. Hear me. When you are on the verge of new birth, you won't be satisfied with stuff alone. So I want to challenge you this morning. Mount Gilead. That we got to a point, watch this here, where we'll start believing God for more than just a bigger house, a nicer car, a couple of dollars and raises on the job. I know he'll do that. But I also, matter of fact, know that if you believe God is stronger than crack cocaine.
Yes, he is.
If you believe God can get you from gangbanging, y'all ain't in here. I wish I could preach it like I could. Have I got any help in here? If you believe God can revolutionize this community.
Yeah.
Can I get a witness in here? We got to start believing God for more than just stuff. Amen. We allow stuff to pacify us instead of allowing God to do something in us and through us. Amen. Have I got any help in here? So as I close this Easter speech, brothers and sisters, watch her dissatisfaction moving her actions. She realized that she wanted more to life than just some stuff. Have you ever been there with money in the bank, but still something missing? Living in a nice home, but you don't have what you really need to have. Living in a mansion, every room got a television in every room in the house, riding limousines, and yet still not satisfied. Brothers and sisters, as I leave you this morning, there is more to this than just stuff. Can I tell you something? You can have physical prosperity and live in spiritual poverty. Have I got any help in here? You can have thousands in the bank, 401k. Can I get a witness in here? You can have physical prosperity and your soul be bankrupt. And you talking about growing. As I leave you this morning, I didn't mean to hold you long. Yeah. Hannah and her adversary. I tell you many times what God will do. God will assign people in your life to get on your nerves. Can I get a witness in here? God will assign people in your life to frustrate you. And that's how Penina was to Hannah. Penina had children, but Hannah was barren. Have I got any help in him? Because God knows that some of y'all wouldn't move if you hadn't assigned certain things, people and places in your life. Can I get a witness in here? I gotta leave you now, but as I leave you, watch what Hannah did. Hannah went beyond asking God for stuff. She made a pledge to God. Can I get a witness in here? she pledged to participate and to partner in the promise that God would bless her with. What are you saying, Conway? God, and when she told him, Hannah said, Lord, if you bless me with a man child, I'll give him back to you. I vowed to give him back to you. Shall I get a witness in here? And I'm here today to tell you, God heard a prayer. And how many of you all know this morning that God is still in the prayer hearing business? Can I get a witness in here? If you're not to me, look at your neighbor and give him some dap and say, neighbor, God ain't through with you. Can I get a witness in here? We got to learn how to encourage one another. And I'm so glad Hannah went before the Lord and she poured her heart out. And I may be talking to somebody that's watching me this morning and watching me this afternoon, and you need to pour your heart out before the Lord. The Bible said she was bitter at soul, and some of us are bitter today, but God wanna turn that thing around. God wanna change things in your life. God desire you to grow. God desire you to do things. Can I get a witness in here? And I don't know who I'm talking to, but God is doing a new thing right here in Mount Gilead. 37 years. It's been a long time. He's been birthing ministries. Can I get a witness in here? He's been birthing people. He's been birthing leaders. He's been birthing disciples right here in New Gilead. And I got it in heaven here as I leave here this morning. Turn and shake somebody's hand like you're gonna shake it in the ground. And look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, I want you to know that eyes have not seen and ears have not heard, but yet will become. Look at them again and say, neighbor, where you at now is not where you're going to end up. And I got it in heaven here. Do I have at least 7 people that want better from the Lord, that wants to grow, that wants to go, and then wants to go? And I got it in heaven here. Do I have at least 7 that don't mind? And I make 8 to do me one favor as I leave here this morning. I'm so glad that what God has for me, it is for me. Can I tell you what Hannah did? The Bible said she had to encourage herself. Can I get a witness here? In this life, you can't look for other people to do what you gotta do and do it for yourself. Turn and tell your neighbor, tell him everything is gonna be all right. Come on, tell somebody. Tell them you're gonna be all right. Can you do me one more favor? I'll back up in my seat. But get up out your seat and go to somebody and hold that hand and hold it with some grip and don't let it go. Hold that hand tight and look at your neighbor. Say, neighbor, it's been rough this year. Say, neighbor, it's been tough this year, but I got a word for you. Say, neighbor, I want you to know out of all of your tears, I want you to I said it will. Anybody know it will? Can you give God praise? Can you give God glory? I wish you can see yourself. I really wish you can see yourself. That where you're at now, 37 years, and where you're going to be at is going to be greater. Look at your neighbor and tell him greater. Tell your neighbor greater. Greater is coming. Tell him greater is coming. If you can hold out until tomorrow, I got to go, y'all. But I want to